Truly.
Love it.
Keeps up our crap.
So
Conference. We're talking about
conference.
conference.
So it's that whole environment that shakes. If we really want to grow and change, it's that, okay, what am I doing to take that next step in my thinking, in my belief, in my environment, in my comfort level? Because comfort is the place where dreams go to die. So it really is like, even from 12 months from now, we want anyone who is serious about building this business and changing their financial legacy and trajectory to start thinking, I'm going to be at that conference. I'm going to start saving for that conference. I'm going to start looking at tickets early to get good deals. All of that to be at the conference next year, because it is the game changer for this.
So the early bird special is still on right now. And if you do that, and that's what we did, even in faith, that some of what we did was we bought the tickets in faith and you pay it off over time. And that's the reality of it. Steve and Gina pour a lot of their own money, of course, and they make a lot of money into this, but they pour a lot into this. So we just were able to pay that off over time. So think about that. So what we want to do right now is hear insights for Andrew. It was all around the amount of people in the room. That was new for us again for a while. We've been in rooms and led in rooms and spoken to rooms of tens of thousands of people, but there was just so much breakthrough happening just being in that room. For me, it was sitting in that room, imagining a day when we are celebrating and holding up. There was $1 million club. My aha moment was $1 million club. Basically, they held a trophy up if they'd earned $1 million in LifeWave so far. And I just sat there and went, that day, my girls are going to be in the room. They're going to see the way we've worked. They're going to see what that means for our family and our legacy. And I just wept and wept and wept, because it wasn't about the dollar value. It was about what they are, and they're witnessing us doing even in this season. So that was our takeaway. But others that were on virtual, just why don't you get on, come off mute one at a time. And what was your takeaway, and what have you actioned since then for that takeaway? Come off mute. Gay.
Happy to start. I've had very little sleep in the last 3 days between the conference and then I set up for the Sunday service. I almost made it to the end, but it was like, nah, my battery went flat. But so much wonderful, wonderful information. I've done the old-fashioned thing too with the book. I paced myself. I had a nap while you guys were having lunch so I could do the next start. It was so exciting and so much wisdom. Incredible, the wisdom coming out of people's mouths. Things like, your vision will be tested, but keep fighting for it. I thought, yep, I know that one was for me. Another one was, there's a start date and there's a decision date. I thought, yes, so important to get to that point of making a decision. Another one I loved was that the boss lights a fire under people to get them to do stuff, but we need to light a fire within people. And I thought, yes, that is just how different what we do is. And there's a book that they promoted called Turning Your Fear into Fuel. I didn't actually get all the details on that, but I thought that would be amazing. The other thing, the little computerized thing said on the screen, was that X39 is a God-birthed idea. And I thought, yeah, it's just amazing, amazing. Use the system. The PRO system is a system driven by personality enhanced. So whatever your personality is within that system. Believe, without it we perish. Vision, without it we perish. And hope, without it we perish. Just so many wonderful things. I could go on and on, but so many wonderful things in it.
We've chatted since. What are you doing action-wise that feels different since conference?
Well, while I was watching it and I had to have the lights on so I could write it, I wrote down people's names that I'm going to send information to about the promotion, and I'm getting myself set up so that I can send out bulky information to people and just see it's a bit like casting the net and see how many fish that I catch, and then help bring them in and really use this promotion to get some momentum going. So,
yeah, that was brilliant. I love your message, and I'll get back to you. But basically, Gay said, I'm going to get it out to everyone see who even responds, and then support them to that manager. And that's what you're looking for, is hunger for that next step. So well done. Amazing.
Who's next?
I'd love to go.
Steph.
Go for it.
Okay, so I was running a thread in our team page. I got to 14. I thought I'm going to stop because I'm getting too animated. The first one, Andrew, I'm going to say I actually had you in mind when I heard it because I cracked up laughing so hard I nearly fell off my Fitball. Stop reaching down for the unmotivated, the chickens, trying to lift them up and launch them, but they're chickens. They don't fly, and you just get left covered in chicken feathers and chicken shit. Because I'm that person that just wants everyone, I'm wanting it more often than they want it, or deeper. So that landed for me. I mean, that was number one. Collect your pipeline of no's and maybes. Collect your pipeline of no's and maybes. Already a manager, go manager again. Yeah. Onboarding, this is super important, and I've witnessed this across the entire team. Onboarding, schedule a call with all new VPs within that first 72 hours, that hot window, to learn from them what their dreams and goals are, help them design their vision, and how the LifeWave journey can help them with that and develop the action plan. If you don't give them and help them develop their own action plan, it's a dream that goes to dust. It honestly takes no more than 15 minutes. Fast starts, success loves speed. It's not what works, it's what duplicates. Repeat that, and I repeat this. It's not what works for you according to your comfort zone. It's what duplicates for what their desires are. All right, because more often than not, we put a blanket on what people can achieve based on our own comfort zone or what we need. You might be very wealthy, but you may be bringing in people that don't even have a quarter of what, comfort that you have when it comes to finances or health. 21 days to create a habit, income producing habits, lock them in with your new team member, make them simple, have them stay accountable to you. And I just wrote all the websites down. Keep posting on social media to enable behind the scene conversations. Don't be Google, don't be the billboard, right? We have enough of that, and stop putting links up, create the relationship. Sorry, I did tell you there was 14. Number 8, what's been working, tell them to make their list and start calling or voice messaging before texting, because they need to hear the enthusiasm. I mean, this is an oldie but a goodie. So text is like your last resort. Host a call with your upline and have them launch. You edify them, they edify you. It's a two-way street. If you're not sure how that's done, there's a recording on another YouTube snippet in This Is It team. Once you go manager, focus on creating more leaders who go manager. Develop them. Become a people developer. And stay plugged into the incentive trip tracker. Even if you're not someone that wants to go on the cruise, if you don't have time management, if you're not managing your time will manage you out of it. You'll get distracted. Life will happen. Nice segue. Distractions. When a teammate's not focused on the right thing, kids, that's life. But if you're not focused to bring them back into focus, they're going to do what you do. The speed of the leader becomes the speed of your team. So your self-sovereignty, your self-accountability on how you speed up and stay in action, which creates that momentum, is going to be reflected in the people that you're bringing on board. Sorry, I'm not hogging the call, but these were so good. Treat this like a hobby and you'll be paying into it at minimum, getting your patches paid for. Treat this like a business and it will be paying you in a legacy while you sleep. Create income replacing LifeWave money that changes your life. Decide what you're going to do and write a plan. Already said that one. Live in belief, talk with belief, and that'll attract people to you. Thank you for listening. I love them.
I love that. So it was
I have more, but that was what I shared with the team.
Thank you. It was that's so good. And I love one of the first ones, and it is true. Letting go of the chickens, start looking for lions. Yeah. So many of you hanging around with chickens and you end up being a turkey. Go and hang around with the lion, like find the lions. Yeah. And can I just say, for some of you out there that I watch in other things, that you're doing all the, it's like conference junkies. You're out doing all the conferences, you're paying money to learn all these things, and you're not making any money. Yeah. This thing right now is making more money than anything I'm seeing across any platforms that I'm involved in.
Yeah.
Like it's time to run with this and to become that manager making machine. So and have people around you, uplines and everything, that we should always be respectful. We should always be kind. Can we
Yeah.
remember that? Can I have a 10 in the chat? There is a way to do things, and we've all got to work on our leadership on how we do things. But at the same time, we're also calling people up to be like, come on, we don't have time for that chit chat. We're running. We're going for it.
Yeah.
And you will also determine the speed of the way your upline wants to run with you by the way you want to run and your attitude.
Yeah.
So seeing that in
Really.
this environment was so crucial.
Yeah, it was amazing. Rhonda.
Gosh, thanks. It was all exciting. Not that I got to hear much because I couldn't register till too late, but I did get some of the live part. I didn't stay up as late as Gay. She actually enthused me a little bit, which was great. She sent me a recording of the opening. The opening prayer was what really touched me. And just their enthusiasm right through that God's in this. And yeah, so I'm a little bit challenged at the moment because I haven't been able to put the work in, but making notes and preparing for, there's a couple of really big weeks coming up, which will be after this next week, I'm right to really run again. So I will share. I'll put my husband away. He's sitting in the background. He's celebrating his 80th birthday this week.
Happy
So,
birthday, Ray. I said to
It's,
Rhonda, Ray is the brightest, shiniest person. when
He's
he
the
comes on
light.
screen. We are celebrating you, Rhonda. You have like
Yes.
massive events coming up. You are
We'll
one
be
of
in there
our-
in September with you. Wagga
Yes,
wagga,
yes.
come.
one of our highest volume earners in Pat's team. So we love you. We celebrate you. Thanks.
Yeah,
for,
no. So I can't wait for when the recordings are available for
Yeah.
me to go back and get more into it. So,
I'll
but I
really
love the
soon.
enthusiasm everyone else brings. It gets you going. I love it. Thank you.
Love
It's
it.
amazing. Chris.
One thing, like I'm a reasonably big thinker. Watching that virtual, I just realized I was thinking too small. I'm just not thinking big enough. And that's that's the overarching thing I got from it. And just the momentum, and it's a reset. Now I've had a real chat to some of our leaders that are going to run for the Bahamas trip, and we have to. Well, I have to. We don't have to do anything, but I have to change my mindset. Forget what we've done. You know, and I'm just listening to the guys breaking managers in 24 hours, and it's just because the speed they're creating, and it's the expectancy, it's the words, and then it just flows, and the momentum generates. And if
Yeah.
we've had a flat patch, forget that. That's the past. We can run hard for 48 days or 45 days or 90 days. And if we got a defined goal I mean, it's brilliant. Bahamas trip couldn't be at a better time to create that momentum. And just I was talking to my son today, just one thing that jumped out, I think it was John Edison said, wasn't John Edison?
Yeah.
You know, what you don't change, you choose.
Yes.
Now we were talking about a mindset, and I said, well, what you don't change, you choose, and it's so true. So yeah, look, I just think for me it was think big, a lot bigger, run with speed, and start people with speed. I think I know I've probably been a little bit, relaxed-ish in the sense. Okay, that's right. We'll just use the patch for a bit, then we'll get you started, then we'll find you 4. But no, bang. Right now, straight away, let's find the 4. You got 4 people that love and care about you that would join just because you say so. Let's get them on today. And then that rolls on.
I think the biggest lie we have believed over the last 18 months is exactly what you just said, Chris, to let people say to us, I'll just try the product before I share it. And we realized we didn't do that. We had 9 people have that.
I'll disagree with you. I don't let anyone do that. If anyone says that to me, I'll say to them straight
No,
away. So
yeah.
I'm not quite sure what you mean by
Okay,
that.
so my lie I've believed, mine is
Okay, yours.
that I have let them say that to us, and even though I'm trying to convince them otherwise, I've realized they just want the patch, they don't want the business. And that is what I've spent too much time trying to convince them, here's the patch and I'm going to nurture you. And yes, we're going to support customers. That's what this business is about. But I have to go next if they're not ready to share straight away. As soon as we got the premium and saw it as a business, we had 9 people patched within the first day they arrived. And then we had more that we were calling that hadn't even got the patch. And so we're just realizing that this business is about the business and the product works. It wouldn't be the top company if it wasn't. People wouldn't be earning the money they're earning if they weren't. But I have allowed people then and stayed too long with people that are just patching to try and build their belief. And I've got to get the patch to them and then go next in terms of looking for the business partners. That was my
It's for you.
revelation.
And I think that's
Yeah.
really good because it's about the business. And when people say to me, it's not about the money, honestly, if I sat down with you for 24 hours, probably 70 to 80% of your language will be about lack. And so people have either got to come up and go, I want to change this, and I want to understand we're on mission and we're about the money. So it's like we want to impact people's lives and we want to change ours, and not just ours, but our team. I want our team, Dream Team, and the greater teams within it to be the biggest money-making machine team of changing people's lives in the whole freaking business. I want people to look at us and go, there are more people making money in that team than any other team in the business.
Yeah.
Put a 10 if that inspires you, because it's not just about us, it's about you. And then it's about your people and your team. When you start having people go, I'm able to pay for my car, pay it off. I'm able to buy a house this year that I never thought I could buy. I'm able to look after my parents when I was going to have to do X, Y, Z. Like, it changes people's lives. And so with this, it's beyond just what we need for our family. It's building other people's legacies and being a part of that. And for us and you, we get to have, when we see their dreams unlocked, it's like we had a little piece of that pie to see that happen. So it gets so much bigger, but we've also got to talk straighter and more practical and cut past some of the Commonwealth country mindsets to go, no, cut the crap. This is what we need to get done. This is what you're looking for. This is what we're believing for. So even in our business moving forwards, we're going to work on how we just keep simplifying everything, because that's the money's always in the simple. And the scaling happens with simple, but to keep people in one group as patches and the other business. So that if someone goes, they're a bit offended that you talked about money, I'm like, well, they're in the wrong room. That's, as you as a leader, that's for you to put them in the right room.
That's right.
This room, we're talking about building this business, which is impact and income.
Yeah, love it. All right, so you all the comments are there. Listen, the virtual, it's not too late to get that virtual, and we would recommend that. Again, I don't think you'll get to next July with the kind of money you want to get there without investing in this one. So
100%.
Take the time, and do not get so busy that you can't invest in the training while you're in the car, doing the washing, wherever you are. And then jot down those few notes and then action it. So that is the hugest revelation, is just go into massive action.
Yeah, I would say this is 10 weeks of going into beast mode.
Yeah.
Like deciding to go over the next 10 weeks. I'm not going to sleep as much. I'm not going to watch as many Netflix shows. The certain things that you're going to go, I'm going to sacrifice give up to go up. And actually challenge yourself to go, I can do this. You might be 25 and never done something like this. It's time to challenge yourself. You might be 45 and never done something like this. It's time to challenge yourself. You could be 85 and never actually completed something like this. It's time to challenge yourself. And so that's who I say, remember, it's your business. It's your business.
Yeah.
You choose at the pace you want to go. But as your leaders and coaches, we want to take as many people who want to run, because there are desperate needs in this group. The gift of desperation to grow and to succeed. And we want to run with those who are like, okay, we really want to succeed in this and help people to change people's lives. And again, on the other side of everyone who's just patching and enjoying and loving all the 5,000 patches, we'll have a place for that, and we love that. But we're giving 80% of our time to people who want to run and build this business, and 20% to that. So can you put a 5 in the chat if you're getting our heart where we're coming from and how we want to help and keep building a culture of this is a business making machine. This is a money making machine.
Yeah.
This is not just about patches.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone? Who can start to believe this is not just about patches? The patches work. We've got the best technology on the planet. Yeah. Give us a wave. Actually wave. Come off. Yeah. Give us a wave. That is what will shift the way you speak to people. You will not give them more than half an hour on a call. You will not try and convince them why they just have to stay on. This, you will put them in the testimony chats. You will do what you've got to do. You'll just plug and play them in, but you will go run with people that are either ready to share or build. Sharing is the first step. As soon as someone says, I want to share with another person, you lean into that. But until they say that, just say next, next, next. Leave them patching and go next, next, next. Because your energy is draining too fast from the people that are not yet convinced the technology works. Who can confess that's where energy drain is coming for some of you, right? Yeah, so that's why we've just got to keep going next.
And I'm sure a lot of you are like me. We didn't get into this for that.
We're not health coaches. We're not doctors. We're not like, we just believe in the
We're also
process.
not counselors.
No.
And if you want to pay for coaching like outside of this business, then they can, if you're a coach like us, you can pay for that. But within this, it's keeping it clear of what we're here for and what we're not. And I think for some of you, that's your next step up, is getting clear, but also being, clarity is kindness, but saying I'm not here for that. So just like us, don't call us about things around compliance and things like that. You have your own connections now to that. We have a new Australian team, and we have Anthony, that's also the top manager that you can go to. I'm not here. You can't pay me enough to do that. But if you want to talk about how to build your business, what the next steps are, how to scale it, that's what Vanessa and then your upline is there for. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So really helping categorize if they're patching or they're building the business. Keep in your mind, just almost okay, they're over there, they're over there, they're over there, they're over there. And just don't bring someone into a meeting like this who's just loving patching.
Yeah.
Because unless they're ready to get on fire.
Amazing. Kate, who is ready for the Bahamas? Who's coming to the Bahamas with us? Give us a wave. You all need to come to the Bahamas. Even this conference, we barely saw our team because it was like there was not a second really to breathe and stop, and 4,000 people and quick little hugs and catch-ups. But in the Bahamas, we are all going to be on the same ship with thousands of like-minded people. And if you do not like cruising, do not be a leader that tells your team you don't like cruising. Don't tell them you're going to get seasick and not going for it. The best thing you can do as a leader is go for this trip, whether you're going to go on it or not. No one needs to know that. And so
a good leader will be there. Because again, if this is not just about you, then you're leading the way with this.
Yeah.
And that's going to be uncomfortable for some of you.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is how you build a business. And hey, it's an all-inclusive. So the first cocktail's on me.
And we fought so hard to get the $1,250 increase from 450 for Australians to get over there. We've done the prices right now. You can get to Miami for that. So
You do it
so excited.
So I'm like, us Aussies, you're going to have to throw more cash at it. So behind the scenes, we're like, throwing punches in a nice way to keep the things moving forward. So we have a good relationship, a great relationship with corporate. Can I just say, always build bridges. I watch too many leaders burn bridges, always build them. And so we've got everything we need. I don't want, if anyone comes to me and goes, oh, but they don't have this or they don't have that. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to some of the people in your team that you need to lead. Is stop the whole negative critical thinking. It's like, what do we have in front of us? And the Bahamas, I'm telling you, you there with your team and you there leading your team is so important for this business.
All right, so we're celebrating Janine, who's already got 45 points towards this
That's
cruise.
inspired me. I'm like, she's further than me. Okay, we've got to catch up.
So what we have, does everyone have their tracker printed out? The This Is It tracker. If you don't have the This Is It one, go for that one. It's really simple. We're just going to go through it really quickly now. So I'm going to pull my screen up. You go to thisisitteam.com. I'll just go share for a second.
And by the way, if you have any excuses about, oh, I get seasickness and everything, you're patching now. So you'll be
Come
fine.
on, exactly. So if you want to do it with me right now, Bahama Tracker is what you put in. Here we go. Okay. All right, so we're just going to go through it really briefly because it's quite self-explanatory, but you need to be in massive action as of now. If you do not have your 100 list written out where you are literally going next, 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 you will not get to the Bahamas. That's the first thing we need to say to every single one of you. And if you're working with someone that's going to become a manager or a director, if they don't have their 100 list, I don't think they're worth the energy to work with in this track, in this time, because you're running. This is a sprint. This is not just a dawdle. This isn't a walk. This is a sprint. And we don't have a lot of them in the business times, but anyone that comes out of the gates ready to sprint, you are going to get there. But it is going to be a matter of next, next, next. And it's going to be a matter for your team of next, next, next. So this is not the time where you have to be dealing with mindsets and rejection. You just keep going next person, next person, next person. And if it's a no, you circle back with them after this next 70 days. So here's the tracker. You are going to download it here at by pressing the link. It's at thisisitteam.com/Bahama Tracker, not Bahamas, Bahama Tracker. So it's right here. And print it out. That's the very first thing you want to do, is have it in front of you. So you're going to earn points in a few different ways. The first one is your rank. Whatever your rank is currently, you will get a point for last week, this week, and the next 10 weeks. But here's the key. If you drop back rank, you need to be careful of that as well, because yes, this is a lifetime rank that you get, but we don't want to see people dropping back. This is where every week you're going to also want to be checking the people's auto ships and what's come in. So you're going to move into a little bit of back office looking, and this is really great training for you. As soon as you rank up, you will start to increase that. So we're pretty excited about a few people that are about to hit ED. Like Janine said, she just hit senior director. So we'll talk about that in a second.
I think we've got like 3 or 4 people that are about to hit ED in our team, which is exciting.
So give us a wave if you are about to rank up to manager. Your first goal in the next week is to get those first 10 points to hit manager. Give us a wave.
Chat in the
Put it in your chat, in the chat, if you're going to get 10 points just by hitting manager. Amazing. Okay, next one. Give us a wave or put in the chat if you're going to get that 15 points by hitting director, because you're going to help 2 people become manager. Yep, Rhonda is super close. Gay's close. I love that.
Can I just say also with this, from what and you could correct me, even if you only get 1 ticket to this, I think you could buy the other ticket for someone who wants to come with you.
Family.
So, and then even family, if you've got kids, you can pay the upgrade to do that.
Yeah.
So once you got the 1 ticket, even if you're like, man, I don't even think, you know, that will be a stretch to just get one. Friend, number one, I want to challenge you to go, no, go all the way and let's believe for all of it. But even then, you can pay the difference for your husband, for your wife, for your significant other, your best friend to come along with you. So you could be like, hey, pay the difference and come on. Yeah, we're going to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to work. So pretty cool. And I think you can even upgrade your ticket if you win it all, but you want an extra nicer room, you can pay the difference. So pretty cool, I think, how this is going to work.
All right. So the next strategy you're going to have is every single person that is patching that you think might be curious about sharing or them building, you're going to put their name in the left-hand side. So you might need to print off more than one, because if you're doing the strategy right, you're going first for 20 left, 20 right, 1 run. So you're going to have 40 people over the time. And in this incentive, it is more than likely you will hit that 2020. You will get 40 people. You can believe absolutely in the next 70 weeks, you can personally enroll 40 people. That will give you a legacy business right there. No matter what you win, you are building a legacy business, because this is an incentive to build a legacy business, not just to win a trip. So
Exactly.
don't just think trip, think I'm building a business, I'm earning some money on the process to it, and I'm getting a trip at the end of it. So that's the big strategy there.
And it's all building towards the new compensation plan that'll come out after the conference in October. So that's when it's going to be. So we're focusing all on this. And I just want to say, and I want you to take a moment and listen to this. This could be like the trip of a lifetime that we never have again. Like, they've created this because of where we're all at with the comp plan and people building their business for that. We may never get this opportunity again. So I want us to all see it, for not just us, but for everyone that's on our team. We may never see. Now, I'm believing there'll always be better and all of that. But with this, going to the Bahamas with the Americans and all of the Europeans and South Africans, we may never get this opportunity again. So it really is that 10 weeks to decide to go for it. And if you're at Level Up, there's still, I think, 10 tickets left. If you're at Level Up Retreat, there's going to be $1,000 extra incentive attached to the Bahamas trip for people, but you have to be at Level Up. It's only for Level Up attendees, and there's going to be $1,000 incentive on top of. So imagine if you get all of this, plus you win $1,000 to go towards your trip just for Level Up retreat. So only about 10 spots left with that.
Love it. Okay, so we're going to go back just to the incentive for a moment. So basically, you're going to write every single name of the people that you're working with. If they right now are a preferred customer, then you bring them in as preferred, which we never do. But if you do, you're going to get 1 point if you bring them in as of last week when this incentive started. When you upgrade them to core, you're going to add 2 points to them. When you upgrade them to advanced, you add another 2 points. When you upgrade them to premium, you add another 4 points. If you bring in a premium, like many of our team are getting really, really confident doing, then basically you got to see it like it's 2 + 2 + 4. So you can just write the letter 8 under the word P for premium. So that's how it works. But they've done it all on one page just so that we can upgrade, just have it on one page for all your upgrades. The money right now is also in the upgrades. The money also right now is in the ranking of people. So when this person ranks to manager, then you get another 5 points, which is why the M is for manager +5. Then when they rank to director, which is absolutely possible, you can hit senior director and plus in this in the next 10 weeks. Then you add another 7 points. So just from working with one person alone in depth, because this is about going deeper with them, helping them rank, you can actually earn like 20 points just from one person and more. Look how many points you can actually earn from helping someone rank. So your energy is going to be managed between you on enrolling people and you helping people. This is why it's a sprint. And a sprint means you've got to be available for the 3-way calls, quick calls. These are not 30-minute meet and greets. These are quick, high energy calls.
Like quick, you've already spoken to your downline and you're like, hey, have you asked them, is this just about the patches or is this about the business? If they go, oh, it's just about the patches. Okay, you can sort that out. If it's about the business, I'm right here. You get 15 minutes of my time. And then you talk about the business. So it's also clarifying with your team who you're talking to.
Absolutely.
And qualifying. Remember, this isn't just a sales business, all right, where you make the sale and then you're off. It'd be so easy if that was the case. And you don't make money in easy. This is a leadership making machine. This is a leadership pipeline business. You're working with creating leaders as well. So you're going to make all those points by helping other people to win.
Yeah, so this month is massive though in terms of this manager one right here. Every name you've got, it's reaching out to them like Gay said and finding out who is willing to share. It's not even are you willing to share, you're going to share, who are you going to share with, right? Everyone shares this product, who are you going to share with? And the company right now is rewarding you financially in the month of August more for sharing this month. So you definitely want to circle back with everyone already patching and see if there's hunger there for extra money and extra impact. And if not, you go next with the next person.
And I want to remind you, the biggest gold mine in your business is upgrading people.
It
is going from core to advanced to premium. And if you haven't upgraded to premium and you want to build, you've got to have a premium mindset to build this business.
Yeah.
So it's time for some of you to pull the plug and go, I'm going to invest by faith, even if that's a challenge for you right now, and upgrade to premium, because people will only go as far as you've gone. So if you're an advanced, all your people are never going to go past advanced.
Literally, we launched a guy the other day and his first 4 orders were advanced. It's not a bad business beginning, but
For sure.
he was not getting the premiums, and he just became manager and he didn't have a premium come in yet. And literally Andrew said, it's because you're not premium. There's a law of attraction here. And until you do the upgrade, you are not going to probably attract those people that are going to run because they've just invested $3,000.
And Sunny, like at the end of the day, what this opportunity is as a business for $3,000, you got to see it. I'm investing $3,000, which you get all that stock, because we should be out patching people, right? For that, if you're going to have a nickel and dime business, if you're going to nickel and dime, your business is going to be a nickel and dime business.
Yeah.
If you're an investment business, you're investing and you're, reaching out with that, your business is going to be like that. So imagine the amount of volume that will come through and the points you'll get just by upgrading. If you just spent next week upgrading everybody, it's a gold mine. But if you're still at advanced, you can never lead anyone where you've never gone before.
Yeah.
Even for me with mentors and everything, my first question will always be is, have you done bigger than me? If they haven't done bigger than me, I'll learn some nuggets from them, but I'm not going to be coached by them. I'll only be coached by someone who's gone further than I have. And so people in your business, and Vanessa and I won't work longer term with people who haven't upgraded to premium.
Yeah.
Because everyone who's reached the rank that we have, senior presidential director, and whether you love ranks or not, couldn't care less. Ranks point to success. Ranks point to success. You can't get these ranks unless you've been successful in something.
And helped people.
And helped people. So the thing is that premium, everyone needs to, if you're going to run with this, don't buy the plasma this week, TV or whatever, go and invest in your business that's going to make money for you. And it can be quick, 3 to 4 premiums and you paid it all off. Totally. So, and we are a premium making machine. We are known in Asia Pacific now for that.
Yeah.
Everyone comes to me all the time and goes, how are you doing it? You are a part of a premium making machine.
It's because we talk about the business.
Because we talk about the business.
Yeah.
And so, we are wanting to have high impact, high income.
We made the most money early on because we partner with premium people, which is $405 every time you do. So that's huge for so many of you right now. So listen, the first thing you can do if you want to just build your own belief, you don't have to use this to send to people if you do not want to, but we've just sent it and upgraded 3 more to premiums for some of our team. Go to the email for premium right here. You're going to click on it. And you put the first name, last name, email. You're going to learn more. And if you like what we've written there, it's been very helpful for people. It's just an email, guys. Then you have to pick up the phone from that email and talk through the email and read through which part actually stands out for them. It's just a tool. It doesn't take away human reaction. None of human connection. None of our automations do, but they do make your business hugely time saving, but it's all to build that connection so then you can get on the phone with them. So put your name and email in there. Let's have a few questions around the tracker before we get into our presentation today. Any pressing questions? Everyone understand it? Got it printed out?
Can I just have a quick question?
Yeah.
If I've gone backwards, so I'm back at manager. So my lifetime rank is obviously director, and that I won't get any points by going back up now. Is that right? I just wait till I get to director, and then if I get to senior director, or when I get to senior director, then I'll get the points from there.
Yeah, so you can write the lifetime rank of director in for each week right now. That's where you keep those points, but it's until you get, and you will, to senior director, then you'll get the extra points.
Yeah, perfect. So at the moment, because I'm still back down at manager, I don't apply the points at all now until I actually hit back at director. Is that right?
It says lifetime rank. So I'm going to go back to the back here for a second. Over here, and it says lifetime rank.
You can check it later.
I will. I'll check it later. It's a great question, but it does say lifetime rank here. So up the top here, earn points by hitting your highest lifetime rank each week. Oh, each week. Yep. So it's just each week you've got to hit that rank.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Manager in. Perfect.
Great question. Other questions?
Everyone good?
Any questions about premium and understanding that? Can you put in the chat if you're, can you open up? I can't see everyone.
Yeah.
To understand that, again, we work with people that start at advanced, but once they get this, it's like, we've got to be premium thinking people. Can you put in the chat 10 if you get that whole mindset and understanding?
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Great.
So what we're going to do in terms of tracking people, we'll work with, you can go team by team. Like I know Janine's senior director team now will probably do this as her own accountability. I won't put that in yet.
Yep,
it's for the launch. And Steph will do the same with Team Apex. Our suggestion is that you basically grab people that are running with you and keep accountability groups going. So how many points have you got? And go daily. Listen, guys, go daily on this point system for now. If you want to end the night with how many points did you make and celebrate each other, break this down. We do have a Facebook chat going on one. I'll look at which team chat we're going to do, and you can put your daily points there as well. We'll be personally
we'll create a Bahamas chat. I know it's more chats, but sometimes it's worth just for that period of time. We'll be doing that. And in the next 24 to 48 hours, I'll be launching a boot camp around this. So that's going to be a more high intense, the right people in it to achieve over this next 10 weeks.
Amazing.
And so that will be launching in the next 48 hours, that boot camp.
It's awesome. Janine.
Just a comment, if that tracking form feels a bit unclear, I think the email that was sent out with the PDF to download is actually really good. It's just really easy. I printed that out and I think that makes it really simple, not in terms of tracking so much, but just so people have in their mind very clearly what's what with all the things, the upgrades and everything.
Yeah, so on that Bahamas, that page, Steve has put the tracker and the PDF as well.
Oh,
so
it's both there. Okay,
page,
awesome.
Print them both out. I agree with you. You've got to have both, but it's the tracker that you're going to know where you're at, because we can't guarantee that corporate, don't complain to, not you, Jenny. No one call me up and say corporate doesn't have my points up to date. That is not guaranteed that your back office will be up to date. So don't even think about it. Track your own points every day in this for the next 70 days.
Can I say, as leaders, don't do all the work for your people. The ones you have to do the work for are the ones that aren't going to like win in your business. Keep pointing people back to things like that to go, have you looked at that? If you've looked at it 3 times and you haven't figured it out, then call me. So that you're also making sure you're not wasting your time and that people are doing the work for this.
And get them to just print out, screenshot their own tracker that they're writing out, because that's where the win is. So well
One
done.
more question from Anton there, because we're going to have to run in a second. Where do we see our points on corporate?
Yeah, so Anton, you may not. It's not that they're not putting in, energy into that in the back office yet. They will know it, like they'll be able to track it, but it won't be as current as week by week yet. It wasn't last time. And so we say go manual with the way you're tracking. And if you don't know how to do that, we will next week, I'll actually record myself putting some of ours in and just showing you what it looks like to track.
And I want to encourage you is go above and beyond what you're wanting to do for a couple of reasons. One is it just puts you in a secure spot for this trip, shows your team how hard you're willing to work. But also if someone does choose to get a refund in that time, those points will be taken off. So make sure you go above and beyond so that none of that hurts, you know, you from being in
Yeah,
the,
refunds. Yeah.
refunds from
Yeah.
being in the Bahama trip. Bahamas trip. So, so yeah, so that, just remember that as well. All right, we're gonna do the
amazing.
presentation.
Who has a 2-minute testimony you'd like to share? Because we love actually helping people practice presenting. Who wants to share a testimony in our call right now? Just before we let people in, anyone? Josh, love that. We'd love
Yes.
to have you share. So the way we just quickly coach is, what was life like before? How long have you been patching for? Who did you hear about them from? What's happening now for you? And Joshua, like, just talk about why this feels like such an exciting business for you as well. Perfect. Thank you. We'll bring you
No
on.
worries. Thank you
Nicole.
very much, Vanessa and Andrew.
No, Josh, when we go into our presentation now. So I love that you're ready. I'm so pumped. That's awesome. All right. So about 15 minutes in, we'll call you on.
Yeah.
Easy.
Can I also say, just keep people on these presentations, because this is